Hello and welcome to Not on the Movie Podcast, episode 42, take 2.
Wow.
Just gonna jump right in because I'm over it too.
Wow, dude, what the hell?
Whoa.
See, last time we were all like this, we're like, fuck it, let's go play Overwatch. And we just didn't even record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then if we don't, then we'll probably not do it. So.
Oh no. Shame.
Episode 42, I'm Adrian, got Casey, Kyle, Chris with me. It'll be a short podcast. We didn't really watch too much. We were already kind of knee-deep into what Kyle watched until he started cutting out hardcore, so we'll see if this is any better now.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah. Spoilers, Chris didn't watch anything this week.
No. I don't watch anything.
Nothing at all. That's
Not that I remember.
Alright, Kyle, what'd you watch? Let's go through it again.
Alright, so I saw Anna, the new Lupus On movie. It's flopping miserably, but I thought it was alright. Had some flair, and I enjoyed my time watching Anna. Men in Black International, it was a whatever summer blockbuster. I didn't hate it. While I was watching it, I said, this is
Can we
fine.
talk about how everything's flopping and it's fucking hilarious?
Yeah. Yeah, that
Avengers
is
is
true.
big flop.
But then again,
Avengers
it's
flopped.
For me, it's
let's go off a little tangent. What were the biggest flops so far this year?
Men in Black.
Dumbo was one,
the
right?
biggest one was Dark
Are
Phoenix.
we
yeah,
talking about? Are we talking about like international too, or just here?
Overall.
Just
Yeah,
overall.
Overall, like I can tell you, I was going to bring it up in the stories, but Toy Story bombed hard in China.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
really
that
didn't know
Spirited
whatever.
Away came out in China.
No,
Spirit Away
but-
finally came out in China.
Yeah, that's what I was
20
going
years
to
later.
say. Spirited Away did almost double what fucking an 18-year-old movie did almost double what fucking Toy Story 4 did.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
but
Spirit
I would
Away never
expect
came
that.
out. Yeah, never.
I know that, but
So there was 18 years of like, I want to see this fucking movie,
And
bro.
it's a Chinese cartoon in the first place, so it makes sense.
Japanese.
Japanese, but
Yeah.
also
That would
you know,
only make sense.
like
It
Toy
was
Story-
made in China and they
movie
never
like-
saw it.
Yeah. What the
Yeah, a
fuck?
movie like Toy Story having a $13 million opening and basically one of the biggest markets in the world is not good.
No, but a lot. To be fair, a lot of animated movies, like from here, don't really do that great over there.
Oh no, I understand that. It's just you figure Toy Story is one of the few that would be an exception to that, but
So
apparently not.
Dark Phoenix, the biggest one, obviously. Dumbo was a flop, or did that make it?
That's not
Well, that
It didn't do terrible, but it didn't do as good as that.
Oh, what were
It's
the other
I
under
mean,
flops?
Kyle's gonna deny it, but fucking Hellboy.
Hellboy was.
Oh,
Yeah,
it did
that was a
terrible.
huge flop.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody
he
hates it.
loved it, but he won't deny that it's fucking flopped.
You can't argue with numbers. Man.
Wonder Park, that was a flop. Yeah, let me go through some of the. Yeah, of course nobody cared. Nobody cares about Hellboy or Dark Phoenix either. Okay.
All right.
It didn't
you're right
do
there?
well. Glass, I wouldn't say that was a flop.
No, that
It
wasn't
did
a flop.
well.
No, it definitely
No,
didn't.
I'm not
It made
talking-
like
I'm not even
fucking.
talking
It made like
critically.
12 times its budget.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
talking. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking critically. I'm just talking like just pure number.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
pure
I
numbers?
would say with pure numbers, I still think it didn't do nearly as well as they were hoping, but
Sure, but it underperformed.
Made over $100 million domestic.
Yeah, I think that it did fine for them.
It underperformed because they thought it was going to do like 60 million in its first weekend, but it ended up doing 40. But I mean, it cost like $25.
Yeah.
And Men in Black didn't do
So you could see it too. A main character gets killed by a puddle. So just don't expect like fucking. Imagine just watching Glass right after Endgame. You'd be like, all right, here you go. Fuck yeah, I can't wait. This is the conclusion. It's just like someone
I
gets
can't imagine. I can't imagine
One
being
guy
a fan.
gets shot.
I can't imagine being a
Another
fan.
guy like his legs break. Oh.
I can't imagine being a fan like this long as you guys have been, and then having your dude just die like that.
Yeah, but it made total sense in the movie.
Yeah,
No, it
sure.
Yeah, it did.
It made sense in its own
Oh
stupid
no,
universe.
the beach bum, Kyle.
Well, a beach
Oh, yeah,
bum
that's
costs
wrong.
like
It's an
$14.
indie movie. It's an indie movie. The fuck.
Since we brought up Men in Black, you heard they finally gave the reason why they never did the Jump Street crossover.
Why?
The only reason was because the franchise producer Neil Moritz refused to take less money.
Mhm.
And since they needed his approval to do it, he refused to. They just said fuck it and did the reboot instead. So literally, because of him saying I don't want to make as much money, they made a flop.
Yeah, Men in Black International is so like there's not much to it at all. They don't even reference the other movies really. It's really odd.
I know K and J are on a fucking painting. That's
I'm still looking through some of the flops. And this is an
well,
old
I know one that's like hilarious. I'm so glad it's not doing well.
Which one?
Is
Godzilla.
Secret Life of Pets 2.
Yeah,
That's making me happy.
No,
I'm fucking tired of seeing the
really
little dumbass minions.
Oh, but
I hope
Ugly
this
Dolls.
is the beginning. Ugly Doll, who gives a fuck? I'm talking about Secret Life of Pets. That's fucking the
Well, you saw that
beginning of the
trailer all the
decline.
time, huh?
The beginning of the decline for Illumination. I'm saying right here, they're fucking done. They better start doing some good shit.
Wait for that
And
Mario movie.
That
Yeah,
Mario
exactly.
movie. Yo, that Mario movie's gonna suck dick. I'm just gonna say right here, it's gonna be terrible.
No, but you know, the Mario movie's
The
gonna
Goombas are
turn
gonna be
into
minions?
fucking it's this fucking Despicable Me where everyone's gonna hate Mario in that, but the fucking Koopas are gonna get their own fucking.
Yeah, they're going to be the
shit.
minions. It's definitely the Koopas or the Goombas, whatever the hell they want to make cutesy and funny and do dumb shit.
Hold on. It's gonna be Yoshi's.
No.
Toad.
Yeah, Yoshis will be there, but Goombas are like
Oh.
Goombas are like kind of like in the same kind of shape. They have no. I mean, I guess the minions have.
They're
arms,
the
but
enemies,
they're kind of like.
though.
I can
It'll
imagine.
be great.
The minions are bad guys.
It'll just be 2 hours of Toads going. Wah!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna imagine like all of us like slow motion reaction, like you see the Goomba open its mouth and just the noise comes out, and I can just imagine all of our reactions just in slow motion.
No,
like,
It's
fuck.
They're gonna have a minions
and
thing
it's
in
like
there.
the video of Slayers raining blood slowed down 300%, where it's just described in the opening as the opening. It sounds like the sound of it is basically like the gates of hell opening up. That's why I imagine Goomba. It's just like the slow like THX fucking intro before movies back in the 90s and 2000s. It's like that shit. As its mouth gets wider, the sound just gets louder.
Sounds awful.
Well, let's talk about some other fucking movies that
So
flopped. How
I'm
about,
looking at were you
I
saying one?
know a bunch.
Go for it.
Brightburn that flopped. That's
Good.
fucking.
So let me use this
Missing
article.
Link flopped.
Let me use
hard.
this article. Let me use this article. This one's like in May, so this one will cover all the non-recent ones.
Right.
The Kid Who Would Be King.
Yeah, that flopped.
Oh.
Yeah. I heard that.
Who
was
saw
actually
that
pretty
coming?
good, too. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
it has
mean,
90%
I
Rotten
don't know why.
Tomatoes.
I don't know why anybody is still making King Arthur shit, because nobody gives a shit about King Arthur.
But the issue is everyone's making King Arthur shit, but none of it's actually King Arthur. It's all, oh, look, there's the store stuff. Like if they made like a fucking, medieval King Arthur with actual King Arthur, I think people would love to see it.
Yeah,
But they
I mean,
keep
that
going,
Clive Owen.
it's the fucking Descendants. Let's see all the fucking kids in the modern day doing that shit.
They gotta stop with the King Arthur and Robin Hood shit. That just is so
Robin Hood
antiquated.
definitely.
No,
Robin Hood-
One of our
King
favorite
Arthur, I
movies.
think if they did it as a medieval movie, then as actual King Arthur.
Can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I mean, they kind of already did with the Clive Owen one. That one was all straight up just King Arthur. It was all medieval, but it's still fucking flopped and nobody cared. But like the newer King Arthur, the one with fucking Sons of Anarchy.
Guy Ritchie movie?
Yeah, the shitty ass Guy Ritchie one. That one was just like, I don't even know, like Guy Ritchie tried to like add his Guy Ritchie shit to it, and it was like, I don't. You should just make your own. Make Aladdin. Fucking.
We need a fucking Alexander the Great movie. We just need a movie where just the guy goes and literally takes over a third of the fucking world.
We had a Alex.
Get on it, Ridley Scott.
That sucked too. Yeah,
I know,
Ridley
but
Scott.
we need if they're gonna start doing that shit, do it like Genghis Khan.
Oh,
Start doing other people and just fucking King Arthur and his stupid
man.
bullshit over and over.
Remember that unwatchable Ridley Scott Robin Hood movie? That was really bad.
Yeah, Robin
That
Hood.
doesn't narrow it
That
down.
That was so boring.
Yeah.
Some would say all but Men in Tights are unwatchable Robin Hood movies.
That's fair.
Just a Robin. Well, that Robin Hood.
There's that
thing is
90s,
Prince of Thieves. That's
the
the
Disney cartoons, alright?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Robin Hood, Little John walking through.
All right, so that was that. One of our favorite movies, Serenity, fucking flopped.
Yeah, I was about to say Serenity. That was a
Man,
flop.
Serenity, what a bummer, dude. That's still like the most.
That's a real bummer.
Captive State.
I agree. It was
A twist so bad that we laughed hysterically. It's a
It
real
was
shame.
amazing. They had the balls to do that.
Yeah,
So
they have the
I'm
balls to do something retarded. Completely.
I'm gonna rapid fire some of these. 'Cause I don't think we've seen some of these. So Captive State.
I wanted to see that.
I wanted to.
Yeah. So I mean, the Beach Bum is a flop. So sorry.
Yeah,
Tom.
but it had a very small budget, and I mean that was a hard sell
It didn't make
anyway.
its budget, man.
Oh,
yeah, but it's
boo-hoo.
still a hard sell. I wouldn't really consider
The
that
thing is, everyone kept saying, "Oh, it's Matthew McConaughey's lowest grossing movie." It's like, no shit.
Yeah, it was also probably one of his lower like opening when it comes to theater.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
fucking.
it was probably like I think it was like 1,000 theaters or whatever. It's just like compared to Serenity. Serenity had like fucking like 2,500 maybe.
Trying to like make a Harmony Korine movie appeal to like the general audience is like a really bad idea. So it's not surprising.
Movie didn't have a. It never even looked like it was trying to.
Tolkien.
There's a bunch of trailers. It played at AMC.
I know, every time I saw the trailer, I was just like, I mean, that looks like an indie movie. It didn't look like, fucking, hey, it's a fun comedy with Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg,
The Tolkien, apparently it's a flop.
Yeah,
No one knows
Tolkien, that's a flop.
I thought the problem with that movie was, like, I didn't see it, but, like, they kept, like, doing, like, Fathom event shit for it. It's like, what? Like, is this an actual fucking movie or, like, a TV movie?
It came out. It officially came out. It came out in, like, a limited...
Okay, but there was, like, weird limited run...
No, they had, like, fan events.
Yeah, they had a few
for
shows.
You get a book of his, I don't know, his fucking pubic hair. I don't know.
It was a bad release schedule.
It was I heard it was not a very good movie.
Yeah,
that was upsetting. I thought the trailers looked pretty good.
Last one before Chris can call out the other ones that are more recent. Miss Bala.
Yeah, Miss Bala.
Bala.
That looked like some dog shit.
Oh, what was that horrible action movie really early? It was kind of like Miss Bala.
Replicas fucking flopped.
Yeah, Miss Baller. A female action movie?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Looks smart.
No.
You ever watch that?
No, he didn't.
Wow, what a shit fucker.
Yeah, that's what I thought about that movie too. That's why I didn't see it.
All right.
My family didn't do very well.
Oh, didn't it?
It did okay, but
it did okay. It wasn't a flop, but it didn't do as good as they were hoping.
I was thinking Proud Mary from
that was last year. That did okay, but that was last year, and that looked like shit. So I don't really care.
What else?
What else? Well, I said Missing Link. That was a huge bomb.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck because
I'm excited to watch that. I'm very excited to watch that.
It was fun, very fun. But yeah, no, Leica's not doing very well. So
you think they're gonna be around for much longer?
I hope so, but we'll see. They gotta fucking have a hit. They haven't had a hit since like Box Trolls didn't do very well too. I guess Paranorman was the last one that was like an actual hit.
They're just running out that money still.
Well, Kubo bombed, so
that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Wonder Park, like I said, that bombed, but who gives a shit? Ugly Dolls, like I said. Dog's Way Home. That one. Not Dog's Way Home. What was the second one?
Dog's Journey.
Dog's Journey. There you go. Dog's Way Home is the other one. Dog's Journey. That one, considering like a dog's promise or purpose or whatever the fuck it's called. That one did really well, considering how well that did. You'd think the second one would do pretty well, but that fucking did not. I think it like made way less than half of what the original did. I would consider that one maybe not flop, but not that didn't do that well. Shaft underperformed, obviously.
Alita.
Alita actually did better than I thought it would do. I still wouldn't consider it a success, but that did way better.
It definitely wasn't a flop. It just barely made its budget back, but it wasn't a flop.
It's funny how
Godzilla, of course. Lego Movie 2 was
everyone. I mean, even Disney had some tankers with Dark
Phoenix,
I guess.
Yeah, Dumbo.
Oh, that's fun.
Dumbo didn't do too well. What else? I guess Dark Phoenix technically is theirs. So,
but I like how otherwise there's like, fuck yeah, this is a good year.
Yeah, I mean they didn't really spend too much on Dark Phoenix technically because that was mostly Fox before they bought them.
Right.
And then they had to come in and spend money on marketing, obviously.
All right, that was our cool.
Which was very limited marketing. The
Casey.
Hustle that didn't do so.
Wait, hold on, no.
Oh, I thought we're done.
We had to talk about yesterday. I'm the only one
let's talk about yesterday. That you're the only one who saw.
No, I wasn't done.
He was cutting down in the middle of that. So what did? So you said that they didn't really do anything with it. It was just pretty much singing Beatles songs.
Yeah, and like they barely played it. The main guy I thought was kind of a dickhead about it because like they didn't never gave a good explanation as to like why he's like banking off their name or whatever. And like there's a few times where he has like nightmares about being caught by other people that he stole the Beatles songs.
That's the part in the trailer where it was like there's two guys that they wrote the song.
And that's all you see. I thought it was going to be a Paul and Ringo.
Well, they confirmed that they weren't going to appear in the movie, so I was just like, that's weird. Maybe,
do you guys care about spoilers for this movie?
I mean, I'd rather not unless it's really...
Yeah, let's hold off, because I still might see it.
I'll probably watch it, but I mean, I don't really care that much.
It's really dumb. But, yeah.
What, the reveal of what's going on?
Yeah,
hold on.
I think he's saying the movie in general.
Okay, just step away from spoilers. I'll probably end up watching it still.
Fine. But, this movie is not special. It's not entertaining. It's fucking boring. It's really boring, which I was surprised. I'm like, come on, I was singing the songs with him, but he barely sings the songs, man. And Kate McKinnon's in it. She's kind of annoying. And
that sucks. Kate McKinnon's always the snippets that we did hear sounded really good too.
Horrible.
And Ed Sheeran, he tries to make fun of himself, but it's also he's like, oh man, I can't believe how good of a singer you are. Jack, I think Patel's name is. Right. It's like, man, you're so great. It's like an honor to be up there next to you. I'm like, okay, so you're really saying that you're even close to being as good as the Beatles, Ed Sheeran. It was really weird. It was because he made some self-referential jokes at himself, but he also it was kind of like an advertisement for his concerts too. It was really odd. So I don't know. And it was basically an extended campaign.
I'll end up probably watching it still, but that's
all right. It made me.
Well, here's the question, Joe.
What?
How was James Corden?
Oh, he's barely in it. So I didn't care.
That's fucking good.
He barely did anything.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
Yeah. I didn't.
The best said, the least. I don't want to talk about. I was gonna say I was gonna do a whole thing, but I really don't like James Corden. He's probably the worst talk show host ever of all time. But anyway,
it's weird that he even has that. How did he get that opportunity? I don't know. Whatever.
Well, he's a singer guy. He's good at talking to people, I'm assuming. So they're probably like, hey, James, you want to ruin a talk show? And he's like, sure, mate.
Sure, mate. Let me be a rabbit.
Oh, I'm really fun. So, fuck you.
Well, he's probably second worst next to George Lopez and his failure.
At least George Lopez I kind of like.
At least I like George Lopez.
Even movies that James Corden's in, where he's actually a character and not just
Peter
himself.
Rabbit.
Fucking Peter Rabbit, couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand him in the Emoji fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he was the dumbass high five. I didn't forget about that. He was in Into the Woods, if anybody remembers that stupid movie.
Yeah.
So it's just everything he's in, I can't stand him. So he was also in Ocean's 8. That's one of the reasons why I didn't fucking see that movie. But there you go.
Anyways,
although he is bearable on the rare occasion he makes an appearance on a Doctor Who, he's bearable.
Okay.
But that's usually because the other if he's with Matt Smith, he's such a good actor, he makes up for James Corden.
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't want to fucking ever talk to him.
Talk to him?
Yeah. Ever.
Okay. Well, for yesterday...
He's a talk show host, so that's the only thing he really does.
Yesterday, it made me think... You know that movie, Across the Universe? You remember that movie?
Yep.
I was like, you know what? Maybe that movie's better than I thought it was. Because there was something there. This movie, no, not really.
I heard this one's worse than that movie.
Way worse, yeah.
That one was at least it was just a romance movie.
It was really
and they
cutesy.
put Beatles music in there. It was very cutesy.
Yeah,
I remember I think that was right at the end of it was at the end or beginning of high school for me when that movie was semi-popular. It wasn't even that popular. It came out and nobody really saw it, but people talked about it. It was weird. But
what was it?
Across the Universe is that stupid ass romance movie where
2007.
Yeah, it was all right, so it might have been, I guess it was whatever. Anyway, I just remember people talking about it, and people were really excited about it in my school. I was just like, what the fuck is Across the Universe? And I think it came out during summer too, so it was everybody's talking about oh my god, it looks good. And then by the time I came back, I think it might have been I don't remember when, but I came back and nobody was talking about it anymore. It was just okay.
Yeah, it was a flash.
I was gone.
Anyway, I don't even think I think a few people in my school saw it, but like by the time we got back like from summer break, it was already like no one was talking about. Like in the span of summer, everyone went to see it and then forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't think it did well. I remember people going like, "It looks so good," and then it fucking nobody saw it. It was like, all right, that's like Snakes on a Plane. Remember that? Everyone's like, "Yo, man, dude, that's funny as shit. I'm gonna see that," and then nobody saw it.
Holy like, shit! It did terrible.
Budget
of $7.1 million. Box office $29 million. Holy shit, that's really bad.
Well, considering that's just in my school. I don't know if anybody else fucking cared, but like in my school,
there's a giant inside joke against you.
There's a giant. People I even know. It's like, what the fuck?
We're gonna
hey, you want to fuck with this fat asshole?
People are just talking about shit. I kept hearing about Krusty. Even the dudes talking about it too. I was just like, what the fuck?
I like the idea that everyone's like, hey, you want to fuck with this fat asshole? Yeah, man. Just talk about Krusty.
You talked about the Beatles movie.
What'd I do?
All right. Anything else, Kyle?
Yeah, because yesterday was so disappointing and I wanted to watch more Beatles stuff, I watched this movie, I Want to Hold Your Hand. It's Robert Zemeckis' first movie, and it's about a bunch of teenagers who go to see the Ed Sullivan Show where the Beatles perform. It's a pretty funny movie. Really enjoyed it. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I don't know what it is with Beatles movies, and they just use the song titles as the name of their movies, but there's like at least 3 of them. There's 4 of them, A Hard Day's Night and Help. And Yellow Submarine. What the hell? What is with that?
Across the Universe.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. It was their own movie.
Okay, whatever.
Well, some of them are, though. Across the Universe isn't.
No, I know. I'm saying for the 3 that he just named right now. Like those
Yesterday and I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Yesterday's not there. It's not even in the fucking movie.
No, but the fucking...
I know. I'm talking to Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
All right. Casey.
We doing this week or all the shit since I haven't been here in like 3 weeks?
What'd you think about Toy Story?
I fucking loved it.
See, at least one of us likes it.
Yeah, we all hate it. So dumb.
I loved it.
Why are these toys talking? They didn't even fucking explain it. Stupid. I need
we never find out why is Forky alive? Who is God?
I already
for reason?
I already wrote like 70 cinema sins for it. So.
Toy Story 4 explained.
Oh, there you go. He did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
No, I thought it was good.
What the ending of Toy Story 4 means? I hate that.
Why was Forky? Why was Forky moving around? I think this is ridiculous.
Top 10 things you missed watching Toy Story 4.
And a big arrow pointed at Forky's left eye. Or something.
Hold on. Here's something that I'm genuinely curious about. When someone makes like the 50 things you missed in Endgame, do they just have like a team of people that all watch like 3 times?
Go!
Like, is that what they do? Because I've seen a couple of them, like, and I'm like, oh, you guys caught something that I fucking didn't know. I'm like, but how the fuck did you see that?
They probably read it from another article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good.
Yeah. I bet that's the case for a lot of those. You know, like it was like, oh, this article found like 4 things we didn't see. Let's just mention in our video.
Yeah, like a bunch of different articles.
Yeah, they probably got like a bunch of articles. Like one article is about like I saw this thing, and then like 40 other articles are about like I saw this and this and this.
They look at some Reddit comment or something.
Yeah, it's a compilation of articles pretty much of those trailers.
Yeah, that's good. You like Toy Story 4?
Yeah, that was
like.
Yeah, I loved it.
Good shit.
Especially because you guys talked about it in the last one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got into it.
Okay, so I especially love the ending with Forky and his new girlfriend, Stabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That better be her fucking name, too. It better fucking be Stabby. That's the spinoff we need. Forky and Stabby.
Did you guys... So, Kyle, remember those Forky plushes at Disneyland?
Yeah.
You know those got recalled, right?
Why?
Because one of the eyes was only glued on, the other one was stitched in. So kids were like putting the eye that fell off in their mouth.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, so
that's weird though.
I was wondering because I was trying to look for one online. They're sold out. I'm like, that sucks, and I just never found them up. And then I guess they got all recalled because only one of them was sewed on.
Because they got lazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept looking to find like Forky plushes and toys at Disneyland, but I couldn't fucking find any by themselves. Because I think it's the dumbest thing ever to make like a plastic toy out of Forky of all things. But whatever.
Yeah, I got.
Imagine like those giant, those giant like Star Wars toys. They're like fucking 3 feet tall. Imagine having a Forky that big.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
They had
Big
some
ass pipe cleaner fucking arms.
they had some plushes on sale at Best Buy this last week. I grabbed a couple of them for like $6 each.
Yeah, I was going to. It was like the mystery thing when you order it online.
Yes,
like you can
I
go
went
to the store and pick
yeah.
what you want. I didn't do that.
I ended up picking the 2 plushes and Forky. Forky is like a lot less cool in that form because the one they had at Disneyland's a lot cooler. Yeah. I'm gonna sew their hands together too. It's gonna look
oh yeah.
Yeah, because they got us together. Yeah. So what else did you watch, Casey?
I saw that. I saw Terminator. Well, Child's Play, depending upon how you watch that.
What did you think? Give me some impressions on that. We had 3 viewpoints.
It was. I understand with the reboots, changing it up. Changing it up so it's not predictable and making it more modern. I get the idea behind it, but it felt. At times, it felt like there were scenes that felt really out of place.
And this one's
I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay, I get, Chucky's a murderer, and then when it's like Chucky's showing the severed face to Andy, I'm like, this is especially for a fucking Child's Play, this is going a little far for this stuff. Like, I get he kills and stuff, but we never gone fucking that blatant. Fucking, puppet master shit on it.
Right.
It just, with the whole thing where it's like, oh, the AI is turning all the other AIs evil, and it felt like that, as soon as, when we saw the first teaser, I'm like, oh, great, it's Skynet, and I'm watching the video, I'm like, okay, Chucky is basically fucking Skynet. It was. I was able to sit through it, but definitely.
All right.
It was a goofy time, but it was also it's hard to explain. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it.
Okay. So 4 different viewpoints.
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on it. It's the stuff I liked is really canceled out by all the issues I had with it.
Yeah. There we go.
Like the whole mall scene is just so fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, it's a killer doll, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I think that was the one scene that Kyle was okay with, just because the set's done.
You like the Zed Mart?
Yeah,
it looked
like a trashy Goodwill.
It looked like a place you would hang out.
I didn't like the only thing other than the set design, and I like the guy with the big Chucky head. That was fun.
And then it spurts the blood over the little girl. That's hilarious.
I
like dark humor. When they put a face on a watermelon, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
See, I like that part specifically because it's like they take it off and they spew blood, but they just keep the girl there for like a solid 5 seconds, as if in real life if that ever happened, the mom would just take him the fuck away. But like, no, just let them stay in shock for 5 seconds, just to keep spewing his blood on this girl.
Yeah, you know what would have been really funny is if that happened, but it zoomed back out and you see everybody still laughing, smiling.
Yo, that's dark as shit.
Okay.
Too bad that movie was fucking terrible.
Too bad that movie was funny.
But then also saw The Dead Don't Die. That movie was fucking amazing.
See that.
Oh my! So I mean,
I might go see that.
Bill Murray and Adam Driver going into it. You know what? The interaction between the two of them is amazing. Tilda Swinton is her fucking character is amazing.
Right.
Everything leading up to it. It's nice to have a good horror comedy for there have been a lot coming out, but it's been good to have just a genuinely funny one for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And it's fucking the last 20 minutes, holy shit. At one point, I'm not gonna spoil it, but at one point the movie takes a giant left turn out of fucking nowhere. And with one of the characters.
I'll try to watch that.
Yeah, with one of the characters, and then it just cuts back to, and then right after that, it just goes back to everything that was going on. It's, the whole movie is dealing with zombies, and then for 2 minutes, it just goes into some fucking ape shit, Cloverfield shit. and then back to zombies like nothing happened. I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's hilarious. It's genuinely like one of the best comedies I've seen in the theater in a while.
Oh. Alright. I still need to see that.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth. Honestly, I think I might go again tomorrow to see it again.
Oh. I do like Jim Jarmusch.
Yeah, there's so many great, it's such a quotable movie too.
All right.
Cool.
And Adam Driver, it might be one of my favorite roles Adam Driver has done so far.
Anything else?
That's really all I've had time for. I've been pretty busy lately.
Nice. This week, I think I only watched the Endgame re-release. Which
that's out.
Yeah, which probably you really don't need to watch it. It was just
Wow, big surprise.
It was fun just to watch it again on big screen because I love that. That final fight is just so fucking good. That's all I need to be there for though. If I get a ticket, it's like I just need to skip to that third act because third act is so fucking good. I'll watch that.
What the fuck did they add then?
Okay, so and to be fair, is some fans hyped themselves up for this way more than Disney ever wanted them to be hyped up for. So like I've been cruising around the Marvel Studios subreddit and we're like, this is fucking embarrassing. Why would Disney ever do this? And I'm like, then why would they promote it as much as they did? And you look and it was like Marvel said, hey, this is a bring back event. We're putting it back in theaters and there's some stuff in it. And then Kevin Feige's like, yeah, there's a Stanley tribute and a deleted scene and a couple surprises. And everyone's like, man, there were some fans like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna add like a lot more to the battle. And it's like, no.
Well, I don't know. They released like 3 TV spots though in the last few days, promoting it too.
But I mean, it's them saying they're bringing it back. And the way I see it is it's like when they did with Black Panther, except they're adding a couple things in it, which is cool. But so some stuff they didn't mention, like they say, oh, there's a new intro from the director, which I need to reread that, see if it said directors, because it's only one of them there, and literally if you blink you miss it, where it's like, hey, thank you guys so much for coming out and helping us make this movie big. Stay tuned after for some cool stuff, and then it starts the movie.
Wow.
Then after the movie. The Stan Lee tribute was really good. I'll give it that. That was super awesome to watch. And all that stuff, by the way, is gonna be on Blu-ray, so you really don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
But the Stan Lee tribute was really fucking well done. It was super short, but I liked it a lot. By the way, then also the director came back, was like, we made this movie really big, and they could have made it even longer, but we couldn't do that, so we had to cut some stuff out. So here's one of our stuff that we really wanted to have, but we couldn't. And it was supposed to be Professor Hulk's first intro. They cut this part out and they made the diner intro, which is a lot better. I think that's a better cut intro to him.
Yeah.
Because I like so the reaction, if you guys remember, was Ant-Man being, I'm so confused right now. I think that's so much better than what they had, which is smart. I agree with the deleted scene. But initially it was like there's some building on fire and there's some firefighter there talking. And he's like, we need to get up there and save those people because he's some. And then, by the way, the CG's always not done, so it looks like PS1 graphics.
Wow. They couldn't even get it ready for this re-release.
See, that's what some people complained about, but it's like what? I don't know.
It's like they did this last minute to beat Avatar.
Well, no,
they should. If they're gonna do it, they should have did the same thing they did with Avatar, which is finish up your shit and get it out 8 months later.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Like it's a deleted scene, they cut it out. They're not gonna hire back another studio for a deleted scene. But anyway, so it was a building on fire. Then you see like a figure just jump into the building, and then something happens in there. I did not actually see it. You're looking at it from the outside. Then you see like a satellite come down and brings people out, and it's Professor Hulk, and he talks to the firefighter, and someone goes, "Hey Hulk, you got a call from Steve." And he just goes, "Steve who?" And then that's it.
Yikes. That's like a cash grab to me. I don't know, guys.
Well, it's always been a crash. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, we want to fucking make this movie free for everyone. It's like, obviously they want money. Like, what the fuck? And then it had
like I said, the whole reason they want it to be number one is so that when they do the Avatar movies, if those don't do well, they still have, look at our Marvel movies. They're still the number one movies of all time.
And then it had a Far From Home snippet, which is like 45 seconds long. which would have been a lot cooler had the
It's
movie
like
not
when
been
Comes out next.
Yeah,
wow,
that's what I'm saying.
sounds-
It would have been a lot cooler had the movie not been coming out in like 4 days.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I was gonna say. That sounds very similar to Venom, where they try to fucking tie it in at the end of Venom,
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's just like, meanwhile, in a different fucking universe, there's a way better fucking animated movie coming out in 2 months you should watch.
That was the best part of
Instead,
Venom, though. So hey,
the best part of Venom was Spider-Man and his movie that came out 2 months later.
I told you.
Actually,
guys,
no.
I have,
Best part of Venom is when he goes into the lobster tank and starts eating lobsters.
Fucking Buster Keaton.
I told you
No,
guys.
Tom Hardy
I
fucking nailed that.
know I
scene.
told Gordon, I don't know if I told you guys, but the Venom Blu-ray still has that whole last part of or has a whole Into the Spider-Verse at the end still, which I thought was funny.
Of course, they wouldn't change that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Sony got their
It's
money.
just more promotion, so why not?
All right.
I wonder if the next Spider-Man movie will have a Venom teaser. The next Spider-Man animated.
No, he's gonna be in Far From Home. Watch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
If they want to keep their quality in check, then they won't do that.
Yeah.
All right. So trailers. Let's get into trailer talk.
All right.
Thank God.
All two of them.
Yeah, this is a short week. We're
They're
gonna
both
blast
great.
through this.
And only one of them I'd rather we talked about.
All right, so let's talk Charlie's Angels then.
And that's not one of them.
Made a hard guess there.
You know, okay.
All right, go for it, Kyle.
It looks great. I like
No.
it.
No.
There's 45 Bosleys this time.
No.
They're up in the ante.
No.
They got that Latin girl.
Oh, but it's even
good.
better because Bosley's a woman now.
Well, Bosley's also Patrick Stewart and Jaimin Hansu. So you got a white guy, a black guy, and a woman. That's
Walk
Bosley.
into a bar.
They're all walk into a bar and they're all
Welcome to a
Bosley.
bar.
And then he makes a cameo at the end, which I can't tell if that's Kevin Costner doing the Charlie voice. It sounds like him, but I don't fucking know. The trailer itself fucking is like the most whatever thing I think I've seen in the last like,
pretty much.
3 months. It's like I'm a computer hacker and I'm beautiful. I'm like, fuck off. Like, suck balls.
Fast and
This
Furious already did
trailer.
that.
I hate that shit.
Fast and Furious already did that.
That's what I'm
I
saying. And
also
also,
got-
Ocean's 8 had it too with fucking Rihanna. She was
Also,
a hacker too.
Watching that trailer, I kept confusing. What was the bitch that we mentioned earlier that was in Ghostbusters and SNL?
Kate
McKinnon.
Don't say that.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon. I keep mistaking Kristen.
I like Kate
Watching that trailer, I
Yeah.
keep mistaking Kristen Stewart for Kate McKinnon. 'cause I'm
Oh,
like,
one of them has talent though.
You're confused. The bitch is
yeah,
somebody else.
yeah, talent.
Which I won't.
that's-
I won't.
yeah, that's
Kristen
not
Stewart's
safe.
in
That's-
great
I'll mention
movies.
redacted.
I don't want people mentioning it like that.
What?
No, so yeah, that's a trope now. Apparently, it's a hot hacker.
Hot hack.
Hackers started that.
That all look alike and have short hair.
One of them.
Well, actually, no. To be fair, the hacker one is Jasmine from
Yeah.
Aladdin. Supposedly.
It's funny
I'm
that
I'm forgetting the trailer more and more every time.
it's funny just in retrospect when you just step out for a second that the Hobbs and Shaw trailer come out the same day.
It came out like a day after.
So it's like you got like two action movies that are
Yeah, but
just fucking.
Hobbs and Shaw is so stupid.
But
that
it's good though.
Yeah, dude.
Charlie's Angels is just like it's so dated now. Like, why would you even? That's like I
Right.
don't know. It's like doing
Okay.
a Baywatch movie.
The
You're like,
thing-
why would you do it?
the
No,
thing
imagine if they stop. Imagine if they did a Baywatch movie. No, I'm not done talking, idiot. Imagine they did a Baywatch movie, but they took it like not serious, but they made it like the
To the
show,
next
not
level.
R-rated comedy.
Well,
yeah,
well,
the
when you
next
say
generation.
when you say like the show,
Sorry.
can I just remind you that in the show there was an episode where their helicopter got taken out by a great white shark? Can I just remind you that actually happened on Baywatch?
Sure, but the show. I'm not saying the show is serious. I'm saying the show wasn't an R-rated comedy with Dwayne Johnson in it. So there's something different in the movie where they didn't like. This is just Charlie's Angels. This is just there might be new versions of those characters, but they're still
It's still
great
the same
women
character.
being badass. They're being seductive. It's just, it's Charlie's Angels. Like, I don't know, the fucking movies that came out a few years ago sucked. There's a show that came out a few years ago as well that sucked.
Really?
I heard.
Like what?
There's a new version of Charlie's Angels that came out.
What? I didn't hear
That
about
got canceled like
It
halfway
got
through
canceled
the
really
first
quick
season.
because it sucked. I heard.
Yeah, no.
And I don't know. This could be good. I mean, I like Elizabeth Banks.
The thing I'd say about this trailer is like, what do we have this to compare to? The shitty, awful
McG
McG movies. Like, This is at least guaranteed to be at least somewhat better than that, right? Because those were really bad.
It is Sony, right? So I wouldn't really.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like that Kristen Stewart and Patrick Stewart are in it.
There you go. Related, as you know.
And I like Kristen Stewart, so I don't know.
I like Kristen Stewart also.
I'll see her.
How come she couldn't be in like? Why couldn't she be in something big like Robert Pattinson? Yeah.
I don't know. For Charlie's Angels, it says a continuation that incorporates elements of the original 70s and the 2000s movies, the McG movies. What?
It's a continuation, but they're not going to really reference those. It's just going to be the same. It's going to be the same shit. It's going to be like Baywatch, where they had like a fucking David Hasselhoff cameo, and even 21 and 22 Jump Street, like Johnny Depp showed up. You know, they'll probably have like a cameo. Like, I don't think Cameron Diaz is going to show up, but like, I don't know.
Lucy Liu probably will.
No, I don't know. Drew Barrymore maybe. I
mean, Lucy Liu's not doing anything anymore since Elementary went off the air.
Yeah, Bernie Mac's dead. What's her name? The original Charlie's Angel, the one that was really popular. She's dead. She's been dead for a while.
You know what? Bill Murray would never touch this shit.
Bill Murray, he was one of the angels.
He was the guy, right? He was Charlie.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
In the McG ones?
Yeah. He was.
I don't. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, he was Bosley.
He was the Bosley? I don't remember. No, I know Bernie Mac was one of the Bosleys.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I think I saw those movies, but I'm not too sure.
They're so forgettable. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I remember Tom Green was in one of them. I think he was in the first one because they were like Drew Barrymore and Tom Green were dating. And there's a scene at the end of the second one where someone gets kicked off a building, and before they like fall and hit the ground, a giant like a cloud of flame just engulfs them, and I was just like, I thought Charlie's Angels was like it wasn't. I mean, it's stupid, but like, why is everything blowing up? It ain't a fucking Michael Bay movie. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
The trailer itself looks like it could be better. I will admit. But and I like the cast. I guess I like Kristen Stewart. I like what's her name from Aladdin.
Naomi
I don't know who the other one is.
Scott, sorry.
Naomi Scott. I don't know who the other one is. I've never seen her before, but it seems like she's like the leader too, which I was like, all right.
I want to say more about the trailer, but this is me being serious. This isn't a joke. I watched the trailer an hour ago, and I don't remember most of it.
I don't remember most of it either. I will say the music.
It was
that's
extremely mediocre and forgettable.
That's the one thing I really didn't like about the trailer, though, is that it felt like an advertisement for just the music. Because in the beginning of the trailer, it says, like, at least the trailer I watch, it says, like, music from Lana Del Rey. It's a couple of...
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus and somebody else, I forgot. Bella Thorne, somebody else. And at the end, it says the same thing, like, Miley Cyrus, blah, blah.
Yeah, I've seen all that.
Throughout the trailer, there's, like, two different songs. It's louder than some of the dialogue. I'm just like...
I'm like, I know you're not going for the whole feminism thing or anything like that, but you're clearly going for the heavy female role stuff. But even with like the music and stuff, and I'm just watching, I'm like, you kind of want to be careful because last time you did that, it was Ghostbusters, and it didn't end too well.
I mean, they've always been girls.
Well, yeah.
I'm not talking about, but it's that with Bosley, and then all the music is all female artists. When you go so heavily on strong females and focus on that, you get shit like Ghostbusters, where you're focusing on that more than the writing.
Well, I think that's
the thing, though. Ghostbusters isn't really. It kind of focused on it, but not really in the movie. It focused on it in the marketing. That was the thing. It was just like, because they were just like forming this whole like, I mean, people didn't like that there was females, of course, but they made it sound like everybody that was hating the movie were just because they didn't like there was females in it. But I'm just like, I don't care. It could be a green blob. As long as it's good, I don't give a shit. I mean, I guess Slimer's a green blob, but whatever.
I just don't, I don't like that they feel like they have to advertise that, you know? I feel why like it's and again I'm not the market for it, so maybe girls don't mind it, but just in my eyes, it looks like it's pandering, but But like if it happens, if it's like exactly like that, if it was like all the girls doing the song, all of them doing the movie, cool. But it just feels like they're like hammering it home, where it's like if it just happened, if there's like, hey, it's Charlie Angels, and just do that, cool. Like that's down. Like I think that's the problem people have with it. Is that it's not that it happened. It's like if it happens, it happens. That's cool. Like I'm down. Like if Ghostbusters all girls like was a thing, and they just didn't make a big deal about it. Like if it's like, hey, there's all girls, cool. Don't need to fucking point and put a spotlight on them or anything. But like the fact that they just like have to hammer it home, like this is all girls, this is girl power.
Yeah, it's all
like,
girls. Oh, we're also Bosley, who's usually a guy. We're making one of them a woman. By the way, all the music's done by female artists. It's like, all right.
That's why I didn't
You want
particularly.
to throw in women and female a little more into this?
That's specifically why.
That felt more like it was marketing a soundtrack more than like.
Right.
It's
all
all
no,
female,
it definitely was. If you look
because
at the trailer,
because the trailer is not all about girl power. Like the beginning, they mentioned something about like Kristen Stewart said something about like talking to a man or whatever, like and then he beats up the man. But throughout the rest of the trailer, it's just it's like, oh, there's a hacker, there's a friggin' espionage plot, some shit. I don't fucking know. So the whole, I mean, it's not like what was a reason? I guess like Ocean's 8, where Ocean's 8 felt more like like everybody's a woman, everyone, they're all women. They're all smart hacker women. They're the best. It's just like, this one's just like, it's Charlie's Angels. You have to have them be females, right? That's the whole thing. It would be weird, I guess, if there was a guy, that was an angel, I guess. I don't know. I think that's the whole point, is that they're supposed to sneak in there and like be seductive and stuff or whatever. Like that's what I gather.
A guy can't be seductive?
No. So
2019
no,
name could be who they want.
Not well, at least.
No, I don't mind it. Like I'm
I
on
don't give a shit.
like I said, I'm on the same thing. It's sometimes it's just on the nose, which is whatever. It's like
this should have been.
It reminds me of literally what I just.
I'll be fine with it as long as it's just limited to the marketing. We go to see the movie and the movie is basically keeping the same tone as the fucking marketing and shit, then fuck it, I don't want to see it.
Oh, it just also reminds me again of that one scene in Endgame where all the girls show up, but they didn't make a big deal about it. Like they didn't focus on it for like 5 minutes. It's like it's a cool little shot, throw it away. It's like way on the nose, like fucking they're punching you in the nose.
Well, yeah, Infinity War they did a good job with it. The Infinity War was great. This one they're just so fucking.
It was on the nose, but I mean, like
it
it's
was
cool too, though.
Like, why were they all there?
No, it did. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Why was Wasp there?
Like, I know. Well, yeah. Then why is Mantis there? What the fuck does she ever do?
I know, but like it made sense in Infinity War. She, Black Widow came up.
I get that.
Infinity War
but it was on the nose moment to be like, hey, this is all the girls that got going on there, which is fine. That's fine. Whatever.
It's fine, sure. It kind of takes you out of the movie just a little bit, though.
Yeah.
It does. Come on.
Yeah, at the same time,
if Thanos looked at the screen and said, hey, guys, let me just tell you right here.
But the thing is, movies like that, convenience is always the key factor. Like, convenience is always the thing that happens. It's like, right when fucking Thanos has a giant army here, then literally like 4 seconds later, they all show up. Like, it's just when people aren't used to it, that's when they start pointing out the convenient moments. On
a side note, Kyle, hold up that bottle. Like, to the side.
So you can see how much is left. That's what he wants to know.
Yeah. Because Jesus Christ.
Fucking
yeah, you need to fucking stop, because that's like your third fucking glass in the past, like, 30 minutes.
Well, when I hear this dumb fucking shit about some dumb, mediocre movie, I mean, what else am I going to do?
It might be great.
Alright, speaking of mediocre, let's talk Midway.
Mediocre? That's just flat out trash. What the fuck? Dumbass fucking...
Alright, can I just say one thing? This trailer was weird. It felt like it felt like one of those, like big budget movies that never comes... Like, it's like a big budget movie that has a budget, it gets made, and then it gets shelved for like 4 years, and then they have to release at some point, so they just release it on DVD. But they put out a trailer, but they don't really put their hearts into it. So it has the budget and stuff, but the trailer itself, like after watching it a couple more times, it's just there's something weird about it. That just like it reminds me of, remember Red Tails?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shitty ass movie about the Tuskegee Airmen,
George Lucas. Yeah.
Yeah, George. Well, he didn't direct it, but
he produced it and he put his name on it.
Yeah, and he was talking about how like, oh, everybody's racist because no one wants to see his movie or something. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it wasn't because the movie
trash.
sucked ass. It's because it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just reminded me of like that. They had the budget, but there's something weird about it. Just like looking at it, it just looks like something that shouldn't be in a theater. It should be on Netflix.
Really looks like a 2002 movie. It looks like Michael Bay's fucking Pearl Harbor.
It looks like Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's based around the Battle of Midway, the whatever.
Yeah. Which apparently, according to this movie, is the battle that changed the entire war. Which
no,
supposedly that's true, but I mean,
it's not. It's not like
I looked at.
I mean, it was technically the first battle that the U.S. got involved in the war, but that was the start of a major campaign for the U.S., but that was not the major battle of the war.
It wasn't like a major change.
It just feels weird, dude. I feel like it sucks because
it also feels like the trailer the whole time is building up to something, and then like it ends before it reveals whatever it's building up to.
It's funny just because like I feel like a lot of war movies they need to do something fucking different, just because like it sucks because that you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again because that's the way I sometimes feel about war movies. Like, yeah, sometimes they do really well, and sometimes they're like Dunkirk, right? Fantastic. But like,
they did some new recently with Overlord. Nobody saw.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not
I fucking love
Overlord. Yeah, it is. It's set during the war, and the villains are Nazis.
Oh, it's set during the war. It makes it a war movie.
Yeah, I didn't finish saying what I was saying, jackass.
Definitely the first 45 minutes.
He interrupts me, and they're
until what's his name injects himself. It's basically a war movie up to that point.
It's a war. There's giant shootouts and stuff. I'm not saying it's like based on fucking like real life shit. It's a war movie though.
Oh, it's not.
It's a backdrop of one.
No, it is. I'm not. I didn't want to tell you here. It's based on true story. It's also a Cloverfield movie.
I don't know. I thought the trailer looked good, but I mean, again, that's like kind of where I stand. I was like, it's a war movie. It's like, what am I gonna get out of it? It's just basic.
Well, you should get something out of it, right? Like Saving Private Ryan, when I saw it, I got a lot out of it.
But that was because it was like something that was like, but those are like they still have some fresh sort of look on it, right? It's like at some point you're just regurgitating a lot of the war movie without like some sort of like big spin or big like stamp of what you're doing on it, you know? Like Dunkirk is what we're saying is that has a Christopher Nolan stamp on it, you know? Like that's
what they have to do is they have to start making movies about like actual interesting battles, not just the major ones. Like if they want people to come to theaters, they should make a movie about when Australia and Britain got their ass kicked by emus twice. Or the time Sweden went to war with itself, and it took them 3 days to realize they were fighting their own army.
I think everybody's...
You make movies about shit like that. That'll get fucking people to show up.
I think everybody's tired of D-Day because Saving Private Ryan, like, perfected it, and ever since, it's just been like...
Well, I like that's the thing. Everybody talks about Saving Private Ryan like it's like this badass like war action picture, and don't get me wrong, there is action scenes, of course, but a lot of the best scenes are just them like by themselves, fucking trudging through like enemy territory, getting shot by snipers.
Yeah, because there's a hyper realism to it.
Yeah, but in the beginning that was really realistic though. That them going and landing, exactly. But that was all really well done and fucking disturbing. And then at the end, that's when it gets maybe a tad bit ridiculous, just a little bit. You know, like they're all fighting like part of an army or something like that, and they have to fight a tank and stuff. I mean,
they're fighting panzers and
and they get saved at the last minute or whatever. It's just like I haven't seen the movie in a very long time, but it's good. I ain't gonna spoil anything else just in case you haven't seen it. But there's a tank spoiler. It's a really well done movie, and this does not look like it's gonna be some goofy shit where like they get out at the last moment and stuff, and like someone will die and it'll be sad for a second, and then they go back.
Inherently, a well done war movie looks cool, and that's about it. You got to have something that like makes it different and makes it stand out.
I think the biggest way to do that is. If you're going to keep doing it with U.S. the war, not just U.S. wars, but like major U.S. battles, you have to start doing it with, battles that the U.S. didn't win. Like you have to, start covering, go Vietnam and do more World War I stuff, not just focus on here's the major battles where America came in and helped and saved the day. Like that's all of it. It's like, yay, we're America, we won. But there's also a shit ton of amazing battles that took place during World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korean War, that took place where the U.S. got their ass kicked. But they're still historic, fascinating battles. But all the studios go, well, no one wants to see a fascinating battle. They just want to see the U.S. win in the end.
Yeah. This movie looks like shit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's the thing. I don't think the point should be, let's see, battles. I really, some of the best war movies aren't even it's about the war. Don't get me wrong. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying,
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Do with the fucking war.
Apocalypse
Bridge
Now.
Over the River Kwai that's an old one, but I fucking
Apocalypse
love that.
Now.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. Those are all human-centric stories.
One of my favorite movies ever is Jacob's Ladder. I love that movie.
I was hoping you would just say something completely random and just try to move on.
One of my favorite movies is the Emoji Movie.
All right, so next.
Speaking of Vietnam,
the 60s and 70s had a shit ton of just fantastic war movies.
Yeah, some great. This one's actually. I know it's based on an actual battle, but there was already a movie about this called Midway.
Yeah.
So if I heard that one,
the original was great.
Yeah, I heard that one's great. So just watch that one.
And don't watch this Roland Emmerich pile of shit.
Yeah, if you want to watch good movies, go back to the Bridge Over the River Kwai, all the shit from the 60s and 70s. There was hardly a bad war movie put out back then.
Has Roland Emmerich ever made a decent movie? Not even good, just decent.
Decent. He made that Shakespeare movie. I thought was pretty good.
Shakespeare what?
Anonymous? No, he didn't make that. Anonymous. It was called. It's about who actually is Shakespeare. It's the whole thing about Shakespeare's not a real person or whatever. It's it's all bullshit. That movie was okay. There was no explosions, obviously. No one fucking got shot. There's no transform. That's Michael Bay, but whatever. There's no end of the world scenario. No geostorms. I know that's not him either, but. Whatever.
I think he might be the least redeemable director, maybe.
I don't know.
Next to Uwe Boll.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's way worse.
2012, 2012, 2000 BC. Yeah. Holy fuck!
2012 ends with 95% of the world being destroyed, and it ends with a fucking diaper joke. I just remember that going, what the fuck? Everybody, not even 95, it was 99% of the world fucking is over, it's done. And a little girl goes, I don't need my diaper anymore, I'm a grown-up boy. And then John Cusack's like, I'm proud of you, darling. What the fuck, everything's dead.
Well, no, not everything. With him, not everything was bad. Stargate, a lot of people loved. Universal Soldier, a lot of people loved.
What the fuck, yeah.
He did A Day After Tomorrow. That wasn't a great movie, but that one was really, really well received. He also did The Patriot too. And
Patriot
people love The Patriot.
Mel Gibson, I hated that fucking movie too.
Oh, I hate it, but a lot, it was a dad's movie, and all the fucking dads loved The Patriot and Day After Tomorrow.
There's a better Mel Gibson dad movie out there though.
Yeah.
The Emoji Movie.
Bloodfather.
The Kid. Oh,
all right, moving on from.
Go watch Bloodfather. That's a really good Mel Gibson kid.
All right. So we got some really short stories here, and then
stories or
new stories.
No stories.
Okay.
No, he's gonna tell us a story.
And then I got some trivia here that's super.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure is gonna be pretty easy, so I'll just rapid fire a lot of those.
Okay.
But let's go through these news stories here, and if they go long, whatever, but I don't think they will. Toy Story 4 biggest opening in the franchise.
Yeah,
that's
good stuff. Didn't do as well as other Pixar movies as of late, but
not Finding Dory or
which sucks. But
I did better than Inside Out.
I think there's just a longer wait for those other sequels, so that's probably why, I'm guessing.
I think it's because...
Well, I think those were more of expected sequels, and this one wasn't.
I think it was because of the whole... and not 100% the reason why. I think it's partly because people really were not... They didn't want it.
They had to sell you on Toy Story 4.
Yeah, and the trailers didn't... the trailers were fine, don't get me wrong, but it didn't,
we all thought the movie was going to be at least fine.
We all went in there not wanting another one.
Yeah.
And we weren't even sold on the trailer. None of us were like, hell yeah, dude, Toy Story 4. We just kind of like, we'll watch it.
They're charming trailers.
Yeah,
So I was like,
so
I
get
hope
that
they don't
100%.
fuck it up.
I think it was for us. It was after the early screenings. It wasn't the marketing. It was the reviews from the early screenings that really brought a lot of us over.
Nope.
I would have watched it either
That's
way.
a lot of people that.
I don't always put so much like.
I would have watched it no
look
matter what.
look at like Spider-Man's getting great reviews. I'm not going in there now expecting it to be great. I'm still gonna watch it. Just go like, all right, let's see. I might not like it. Who knows? You never know. I'm not gonna go in. Oh, it has a 91%. That means I'm gonna like it. It's just like I have to. It has a 91%.
Zero Dark 30.
No, but it's like when you see like an overwhelming amount.
Zero Dark 30. I didn't like.
When you get like an overwhelming amount of not just critics but fans like praising the movie, you go in with you go in with more hope.
I was more confident going in there, but doesn't mean that wasn't still in retro. Like that still wasn't that much, right? Still, even like at this moment, we didn't need this movie still, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
I still loved it, like 100% wholeheartedly loved it, but we still didn't need it.
Yeah, and of course now I'm seeing all the people on Twitter. It's just like, oh no, man, it was very unneeded, and just like I think when I show my kids, whenever I have kids, I'll only show them the first 3 because this one's unnecessary.
That's
it's a
so
cash
fucking
grab.
dumb.
You know what? You're dumb.
You're a dumb.
I liked it. I loved it.
That is like top 2, if not my number 1 this year. But
hey, that's my number 1. Yeah.
It's just saying a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch it again too before it leaves IMAX for Spider-Man.
The AMC by me does not have it, and I don't know fucking why, and it pisses me off.
And
I have to drive out of my way to see it again, which I will do. But
so I'll watch it again this week, I think. Cool. So that was that. Jumanji 3's got a new name. Jumanji 3: The Next Level.
The next fucking level.
Fuck no. Come on.
Looking more forward to that video game coming out than this.
Right.
Yeah. No.
No, at least that'll be funny to play, like for a video.
Expendables 2, the game, or something like that.
Yeah, like that was probably fun. I never played it, but I bet that was funny just to make fun of.
Yep.
I remember.
If YouTube was a thing back then, and you were where you are now, you would have loved to play that on like a Let's Play or something. You would have been all for that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was doing Let's Plays when that game came out, but I didn't buy it. This is like,
but to this degree, if you were doing everything like that.
Oh yeah. I you know what? That's the thing, man. I kind of miss movie games now. So I'm glad they're kind of coming back because they're so terrible that they're kind of like. I mean, I'll never buy them, but like if I could rent them and just like make fun of how terrible they are. Like they had an Ugly Dolls game. Wouldn't that be funny just to play it and just like? It's weird. We're now in an era where just movie games are just not a thing now.
Well, they're on Android and iPhone.
I think most they're on Android and iPhone. That's true. But you know it's weird that like almost all kid movie games now are like party games. They're like Mario Party and shit. Like Hotel Transylvania had one last year. That was just a party game.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that it was. I'm pretty sure that Ugly Dolls game is just a party game. So
it's on consoles.
Yeah. So there's no Toy Story game this year. I mean this time though, which really pissed me off because Toy Story 3 was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Toy Story 2 had a game? Toy Story 1. Damn, dude.
Yeah, all the Toy Stories.
Remember the Toy Story 2 game? That shit was fucking lit.
I don't remember that game. No.
The only thing was Buzz
I had
Lightyear.
Toy Story 1 on
it had like a different title.
It was like
they had like
platformer.
They had like a Doom style level on Toy Story 1 on Genesis.
Yeah.
That was hype.
You had to collect the aliens.
Yeah.
Actually, just you saying that reminds me, and I guess it sort of falls into news, more TV than movies. You heard the news about Ramona Films, right? James and Dave Franco's production company.
Oh yeah, Masters of Doom.
Yeah, Masters of Doom. They're gonna do a full series.
Play John Romero. That's what I want to know.
Right. I need to read that book. I'm gonna try to grab that.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Gives you a lot of insight into that stuff.
Yeah, I heard it was a pretty good read.
So that'll be interesting to see as a show.
Next story. Taika Waititi trying to do a Flash Gordon animated film. He's kind of just getting around lately. Trying to do a bunch of stuff right now.
No shit, he made one of the better MCU movies.
Which I'm sure they're also trying to pull him in for Thor 4 right now, and that's going to probably be hard with his
Thor 4?
Akira!
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
Oh, we'll see.
I mean, it is. They got a tentative release and everything planned, so...
We'll see. I mean, I still don't think that Uncharted movie's happening, but they have a release date for that They had a release date for many movies.
I don't believe
in the past that never came out. So, look at Avatar. I still don't think those movies are coming out. Avatar's still not coming out, in my opinion.
The New Mutants?
I don't even think they filmed anything. I think it's a lie.
Does the New Mutants even have a release date anymore?
I don't even think they filmed that movie. I think that's a lie too. They just filmed the trailer.
People
they
saw
only filmed. No, that was bullshit. It was all animatics or storyboards.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's an inside joke.
They filmed all the stuff in the trailer, and that was it. And then everything else is storyboards. Yeah, New Mutants. I'm actually looking forward to because I want to see it because I have a feeling it'll probably be pretty good. And the only reason why it's getting pushed back is because of this whole Fox shit. And it's because it's weird, too. It's like a horror X-Men thing. And I have a feeling it will not be worse than Dark Phoenix. So
yeah, it's going to be hard to do that.
Dark Phoenix was about as mediocre as possible.
Mediocre?
Yeah, it was whatever. I didn't give a fuck. Like, it's not worse than Fox.
Well, you heard about how much they had to change like the last 30 minutes of the movie, right? Because of fucking Captain Marvel.
Yep, Captain Marvel. Which I'm like, all right. Captain Marvel had like 3 minutes of action at the end, so that's a little weird. But all right, I guess.
Next story is Paul Rudd joining Ghostbusters 2020.
Yippee!
I like Paul Rudd. Good for him.
When I saw that article, my mind jumped to I think it was Adrian made the joke one time when we were in one of our calls where we weren't referencing Ghostbusters. I think we were playing Overwatch or something, just bullshitting. And Adrian's like, "Who are you gonna call?" Ant-Man. And I just saw, and as soon as I saw that, I'm like, "Oh wow, Adrian's prediction came true."
They were on the other side of the Skype call. I guess let's put Ant-Man in there. That's cool. I don't know. Nothing else to say about
Michael
it.
Douglas will be in it.
That's true.
And last story.
So what, Kyle, you're not a fan of Ghostbusters? What, you a hater? Huh? Well, you're not looking forward to this new one?
There's one good Ghostbusters movie.
There's two.
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2 is not good.
Ghostbusters 2 is fine.
It's not good. It's not good.
I don't think it's good, but
I'll subscribe to that theory. You watch it again.
It's like I've seen it recently. It's like a maybe a 7 on a good day. On a good day, 6 most times, because there's a lot of shit in that movie. I'm just like, oh my god.
Hey, we're at the birthday party. Remember?
I hated that they switched the romance between Egon and who's the secretary? I forgot her name. Shit.
Jane.
There you go. Jane. And it made it so that it was Rick Moranis in her. It's just like I don't know. There's a lot of choices in that I didn't like, and also it's pretty much a remake of the original in a way. So.
Yep.
They changed certain things, but for the most part.
And Bill Murray did not give up.
Bill Murray didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Man, that
hopefully
bottle
ship
sounds fucking great on the audio right now.
He really needed that Wes Anderson kick, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Even then, it seems...
Last story. AMC Theaters launching a new program, which is AMC Artisan Films. Okay. It's an effort to prioritize lower budget or like smaller films over the blockbusters.
That's cool.
Which I like that they posted this story. I think I tweeted about this. They posted a story on the same week that Yesterday just does not show up my theater in favor of the Avengers re-release.
Well, Yesterday ain't no fucking.
Well, I think that's
Beatles
part
movie.
of. It's also, I think that's part of their whole, because I know for the past 2 years they've been doing a lot with certain film schools, with having like their students doing their whole, lobby bullshit.
Here's a film that we made.
I think it's part of that where it's also they're trying to give opportunity for a lot of those students once they start actual career, giving them a chance.
It still says the promotional picture for this is Yesterday.
Yeah, it's good. But that doesn't make any sense because that's in 3,000 theaters. How the fuck is that an indie film? That's not. It's about the Beatles. It's directed by Danny Boyle. What the fuck?
The way they say it is like the dominance of movies such as Avengers Endgame made it tough for critically acclaimed pictures such as Booksmart and Late Night to get oxygen at the local multiplex.
Late Night?
The fuck? This sound like an article Kyle wrote.
Yeah.
I would never defend Late Night. That looks like the worst movie ever.
No, but it sounds like it's talking smarter than it is.
I'm pulling this from the
Yeah,
LA Times.
Booksmart didn't do so great, probably because of all the movies that came out. Yeah.
So other qualifying films.
All the people that were going to see Avengers.
No, I mean,
let's
just
go see
talking, referring to theaters as multiplex and stuff.
So-
like
I
your
never call
movie
it a
reviews, you
multiplex.
talk like this, and then you talk like fucking Roper and all the fucking
So,
reviews.
well, first off, I pulled out the LA Times. That's probably just them. So another paragraph. Other qualifying films in the lineup include Midsummer, Downton Abbey, and
Downton Abbey.
and Blinded
They
by the
would have
Light.
all been shown at AMC in the first place.
Yeah, those will all be fucking at AMC. Downton Abbey, it was like one of the biggest fucking shows when it was
fucking
out.
Hereditary did really well. So of course.
But
Midsummer's a scary spooky
Yeah,
movie.
but
that's not going to do too well. Over
No, but
here.
it's
in England,
saying- it's saying,
Downton Abbey did really well over here.
but
People
it's
fucking-
saying these versus all the other big fucking blockbusters that we have noted
No
up
shit,
here.
but they've already been
But
doing
like,
that though.
But like, if it was like a Booksmart, then I'd be like, oh, cool. But no, fucking yesterday, it's a movie about Beatles, like one of the biggest fucking bands ever.
But it's gonna
Yeah.
open with
And I don't even
Tanzania.
remember the other one.
Isn't- What's that expected to make this weekend?
Oh,
If
it's
that's
actually
what
doing
count-
pretty. It's actually doing pretty well. Like
How much
right now, it made $6 million on Friday. I mean, considering it has like a $20 million budget, it's doing okay. But it's just like it's not a. No, I wouldn't say
Okay.
it's an
If-
artisan.
If
Artisan
if
movie.
Midsummer like constitutes as like a boutique
Midsummer makes
indie
more
experience,
Oh
No,
no,
it doesn't.
Midsummer.
To be fair, Midsummer does make more sense because Hereditary was an easier sell because it was like, oh, look, all the spooky dark shit. Like, oh, it's about a family and maybe there's a ghost.
Okay,
This is just
but-
like we're in a bright sun and shit. You know, so it's like
Which-
well, you have to realize like there's people that are duh, and they just want to see dark.
let me-
Well, when you think of
hold on,
indie,
hold on,
a
hold on,
low budget
hold on,
horror
hold on.
movie is the
Hold
first
on.
thing that comes to your mind.
Hold on. Let me interrupt you
Okay.
for a second because I was gonna put this in there for like quick 5 second
Is
story.
Annabelle in there too?
Just a really quick thing, just because now that you mentioned the kind of rating thing, that officially, I mean, obviously it was going to, but officially received the R rating for
Ooh.
disturbing ritualistic violence and graphic nudity,
That's a good
which is
one.
why I like.
You
Graphic
look at the
nudity.
Hell yeah,
funniest
dude.
MPAA rating.
Hell yeah! Well, you know it's gonna be like some old dudes. And
But
shit.
but I like that you said that it's a harder sell because disturbing ritualistic violence.
well,
Just
I mean,
like-
already.
I really hope that is for a scene where it shows how Finland actually celebrates Midsummer, which is you go to a sauna, sweat your ass off for an hour, come out, and then beat the shit out of each other with birch branches.
Oh, no,
If-
that'd be
if
more
this-
disturbing.
What's this program called again?
AMC Artisan Films.
Okay,
AMC
AMC.
gives a shit,
If
'cause it's gonna be in
all
the
that
theater anyway.
means, if all that means is they're gonna just release the movies that they were going to already, but just promote them more, then that's cool.
Yeah, I get
I think
what
that's
you mean, but-
actually where it's
That's
at right now.
that's
Well,
what they're.
that's the thing though, is that like what does AMC mean by promoting them? What are they gonna fucking do? They're gonna have a billboard outside? Like what are they gonna, what are they
let
gonna
me
do?
let me see this
It-
article.
Show the trailer more so I hate the movie?
No, I was going to say, Chris, I think it's just going to be in front of all their movies. It's just going to be the same exact order of the
I'm
same
watching-
trailers in front of
Yeah,
every
I'm watching
movie.
Toy Story 4 and the Midsummer trailer pops up. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how this is actually gonna change anything.
I don't
Oh,
think
it
it
won't.
will. But that if you said like name an actual small movie that was good.
Wild Rose.
Like a
Do you even
small,
know what that
sure.
movie is?
If it's good, no, I've heard. I saw
You're
the
saying
title.
this
and
to
Rotten
Kyle,
Tomatoes.
who spends like every waking moment watching fucking indie films. You know he's
I've
going
seen-
to be able to.
I saw the
This-
title in Rotten Tomatoes.
It
I
says,
don't know.
yeah, so is this a spotlight of a select set of character and narrative-driven movies through a new marketing and programming initiative at
Okay.
some of its U.S. theaters.
Okay. Well, that's
Like all these movies.
So
are-
basically, fan events, and we're sending notifications to your phone that there's more showing. So
probably just means
we
more
aim-
promotion.
We aim to expose more moviegoers to specialized films and increase their theatrical success.
It means a wider reach than what Twitter fucking knows, because Twitter knows all this shit.
it also sounds like
Everything.
the program's more for movies. We're not sure if they're gonna make a lot or not. So we want to do this to bring in as much money as we can.
I don't know if Midsummer is going to do that great. So that one's okay. I get that one. But like, fucking, what was the other ones you named? Like
Downtown
one of them.
Abbey.
Downton
Downton-
Abbey
yeah,
and
Downton Abbey's
Blinded by
a-
the Light.
Downton
Blinded by the
Abbey's
Light,
like
that
a
one
huge
makes sense.
TV show.
Blinded by the Light makes sense because I mean that's about Bruce Springsteen, but he's not Beatles, and it's also about just one guy using Springsteen as that's the big thing of his life. I don't know. If you watch the trailer, it makes more sense. Yeah, Downton Abbey just doesn't make any sense anyway.
Yeah,
because,
it's a big
because
TV show.
like you said, like only fans of the show are gonna watch it. It was pretty big in America. I heard it was very big here. But
do general movie like shows to movies?
No one's gonna see that unless they've seen the show.
Yeah, no, and even with like something like Downtown Abbey, a lot of the fans of the show, there's not. I mean, I'd say maybe a third of them aren't going to be interested in the movie.
I'm sure they will if they're actually fans. Like if they made a Breaking Bad. I know they're making a Breaking Bad movie, but they put it in theaters, and it was unnecessary, and it's not very good. I'd still see it just because I'm going to see it. Like at this down, I'm just going to. Like when Sex and the City came out,
I'm going to see that.
I heard that. Yeah,
I'm gonna see it.
I was like, hell yeah,
I'm going to see it.
I'm gonna wreck it. But I didn't see it because I didn't watch the show. But I know everybody that watched that show fucking saw it because it did really well.
Sex in the movie.
No, I'm a big fan of cities.
Well, all the middle-aged white women fucking.
All these fucking a girl looks like a horse and a bunch of 50-year-olds. Hell yeah, I'm ready.
All right. With that out of the way now.
Well, I also had two quick ones I saw the other day.
Sure.
They're finally, after 3 years of talking about it, finally starting to move forwards with the Flash movie. They've officially said that I think Ezra has to. I think he's filming Fantastic Beasts 3, and they said after that they're gonna start filming, which is a godsend for them because it means that they approved Ezra's script, which means if they didn't approve it, he was going to walk from the film, which means there goes the Flash movie and there goes their last fucking hope of the fucking DC and their live action shit.
I don't know about the last hope. Aquaman made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman
did well. Justice League's like the only bomb. That was it.
Yeah.
Shazam did really well, considering it was a small little turd.
Oh, you say that makes me realize aren't we just 2 weeks out from when Justice League 2 was supposed to come out?
It was come out like July of this year, I think. Yeah.
No, I think it was June 12th was the original release date. I think.
I don't know. No, I didn't really keep up.
I saw today on Twitter Neil Blomkamp's RoboCop thing was getting made. So that's cool.
Yeah, he's been in talks for that. But they also finally got the other thing I want to mention is I don't know if you've talked about, but they finally got a tentative date down for the next Halloween movie.
I think we did mention.
Wait, what?
The next Halloween movie.
Halloween 2.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, March 6th. Not March. Excuse me. October 16th.
March.
Holy fuck!
Ooh, I'm spooked out right now.
That would have bombed
March
so
Madness.
March.
Oh my god!
Let's play Cyberpunk. All right, let's go watch.
Let's play Cyberpunk. Let's play Final Fantasy and
God,
Cyberpunk's well, to be fair, Cyberpunk's April, so.
Watch Dogs and Final Fantasy.
It's Watch Dogs, Final Fantasy 7,
Crossing.
And Animal Crossing. Which I'm glad Animal Crossing's coming out then because I ain't playing it. So
to be fair, you'll have to start installing Cyberpunk in March to play it in April.
I think
it's going to be at least 80 fucking gigs.
We downloaded Red Dead fine.
Red Dead took me about 2 hours to download. That shit was like 110 gigabytes. And I waited.
Oh, you spent more time downloading that than I played it.
Yeah, I know. Funny. You could say that about any game I download, though. To be fair, so it could be a 1 megabyte game, and it would be still true.
1 megabyte.
All right. All done.
That motherfucker started up, and one guy said one word, and he's just like, "I'm done."
Yeah, I don't want to watch a movie of guys walking in the snow.
Yeah, watch a movie. Hey, you a dog shit.
These guys are walking in snow. That's dumb. All right, let's do some.
That's all you do in the game, obviously, as you know.
Yeah, I'm still wavering, but I'm gonna start a game tomorrow. It's either Persona 5 or Red Dead.
Persona 5.
Just do Persona 5. You're gonna like Persona 5 more.
That's what I think.
Persona 5
I like good
more.
music, so I'll probably like Persona 5.
Persona 5 has such
Redemption has great music.
Yeah.
I don't really fucking hear it.
Persona 5 starts out so fucking good. It's a great hook.
Red Dead Redemption 2 has a great hook if you're not fucking I need giant explosions and really funny shit.
The thing is, it's also, I see Adrian putting more time into Persona.
Oh no, it snowed. I better walk in it.
Oh, fuck you. You're going to find John. Dude, if you love Red Dead Redemption, that should be
I
the
can
fucking
see
biggest hook
Adrian
ever.
Getting pissed off, where it's like this game is telling me to go here and won't let me stray from the path. I'm walking slowly in snow. I can't run in snow. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
All right, let's do trivia now.
Hell yeah, dude, let's go.
All right,
How
so
we do?
some of these are actually pretty easy, and I don't know about the other ones, so we'll see.
Should we raise our hands? Whoever raised their hand first gets to say.
Just go by turns. Just
Just starts.
Yeah, we'll do that because there's
Everyone
a
go.
decent amount here. All right, we'll go Chris, Kyle, Casey, and clockwise.
Yeah.
All right, Chris,
not really, but okay.
which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture 2009?
That was Jurassic Park.
I excluded a word in here because I would have given.
I
it
actually
away
think
for-
I know what this is.
I know what it is. Wait, 2009. So the movie's from 2009, or
Academy
2008?
Award for Best Picture in 2009.
No, this is a 2008 movie.
So it's a 2008 movie. Isn't that Slumdog?
Nope. I know what it is. Can I say it?
All right, Kyle.
Hurt Locker.
Yep.
But no, that's not. See, that's what I was asking. I was asking 2009 would be for the 2008 movies.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
It'd be a movie 2008. He said.
Yeah, Slumdog was fucking 2008, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. No, you fucked it up, Adrian. Because Hurt Locker is 2009. Because that was the year Avatar came out. It was Avatar versus fucking Hurt Locker.
Okay, Slumdog came out 2008.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. See, that's why I fucking asked.
Oh well, Kyle got it wrong then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Gore said it first, so he wins, I guess. Oh my god.
Well,
Okay,
it
whatever.
ain't Kyle's fault. It's Adrian's fault.
No, well, he justified it. He said,
Literally, first question.
He said, yeah, but
Wait,
he said,
hold on. Hurt Locker came out 2008 as well.
No, it came out 2009 in America. It
No,
probably had like a limited
no.
release.
No,
it's
June 26th.
Slumdog, I'm telling you, Slumdog Millionaire won 2008. I know that for a fucking fact. And Hurt Locker won 2009 movies. That means it won
2008.
Hurt Locker and Slumdog Millionaire both won Best Picture. So how the fuck?
You got that amnesia brain. You got that amnesia brain, dude.
Yeah, he looked up on Wikipedia. At least I fucking
Yeah, I
know.
looked it up.
I have
now.
convictions.
Well, I looked it up after the fact.
No, I know I'm right, so I don't even need to look it up. I'm going to. I know for a fact I'm fucking right.
You
You really want to just delay this podcast? IMDb, because I'm not using fucking dumbass Wikipedia because I'm not a fucking idiot. Alright, so Slumdog Millionaire came out November 16th, 2008. Okay, let's see when the dumbass Hurt Locker came out. No, actually, you know what? Better yet, let me see what Hurt Locker won.
yeah, no. So it won the
That's a better
82nd
idea.
Academy Award, which was March 7th, 2010. So
Thank you. And what year did Slumdog Millionaire win?
I assume that the year prior, right?
2009, right? Okay,
Alright.
so.
All right, whatever. All right, next
Oh,
one.
man. Oh, it just feels good to be right all the time.
Kyle.
Yeah.
This is an easy one. What was the name of the second Indiana Jones movie?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. What kind of trivia question is that?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be all Oscars.
No, I had searched up movie trivia. It's the first website that popped up.
That's dumb as fuck.
Casey, what actor starred in the 1961 movie The Hustler?
What? What? What kind of question is that?
Hustlers.
The Hustler.
I haven't seen that movie in like 15 years. I don't remember.
All right, you want to pass?
No, I want to say exactly what it is when I
Hey,
say
man,
I
take a
don't
wild
remember.
guess. Maybe you're right.
I don't remember.
All right, Gore, you're up.
I don't.
Actress, you said?
Never.
Actor.
Actor. The Hustle? The Hustle?
The Hustler.
The Hustler. Oh, wait, isn't that the fucking, no, it's not. I'm going to say, Jerry Seinfeld. Maybe Humphrey Bogart? The Hustler. I'm going to say, which way? Oh, which year?
61.
61. Oh, okay. Steve McQueen.
Never this movie.
No. And Kyle doesn't know.
I'm looking it up.
What?
The answer is Paul Newman.
Yeah, this is the fucking. That's it. Is it? There's a remake, right? Can you look that up?
Yeah, there was a remake.
The fucking Mark Wahlberg one, The Gambler, right?
The Gambler.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I never saw
Wait.
it.
What year did you say the movie was?
61.
Okay, so I thought you said 1970. That threw me off.
All right.
Oh my god.
Chris, in what year were the Academy Awards first presented?
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
First presented?
Yes.
I think I know.
2005. I have to think of an exact year. I'm gonna say 1939.
No, Kyle.
Okay, so I know that Wings, the movie Wings, was the first movie to win Best Picture, and I'm pretty sure, so that means Oscars would be 1928?
No, Casey.
Alright.
Was it? I think it was it 1937?
No, the answer was 1929.
Kyle.
You get
Pretty
fucked,
close.
Kyle.
The first movie that won was Wings, right?
Yeah.
Like he said?
Yeah.
All
That was
I
20.
think that's another easy one
I was
for Kyle.
asking.
All right, Kyle, next question. Quote, after all, tomorrow is another day is the last line from which movie that won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1939?
Casablanca? No. No.
That was your guess.
Okay.
Casey.
Fuck.
Say the line again?
After all, tomorrow is another day.
From 1939?
Yes. Is the
Shit, I
last
don't
line from
remember.
which movie that won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1939?
So it's a 1938 movie.
I like how,
Yeah,
this is what I was saying.
yeah.
Some of the questions here are like way too fucking easy, and then the other one's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. God.
Chris, you have an idea?
No. But let me Sound of Music. I don't remember when that came out.
No, it was
like
it was
50s.
Gone with the Wind.
That's what I was gonna fucking
yeah.
say.
You
God,
should've
shit.
kept your
I was
mouth
gonna
shut.
say Wall-E.
All right.
I was gonna say that. Fuck.
All right, Casey.
Yeah, Sound of Music was in the 50s.
Oh, wait, no, what was that?
60s.
Yeah, that was okay.
I think it was
Casey,
50s.
which movie features Bruce Willis as John McClane?
Come on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Really?
65, by the way.
I have no idea. It might be my favorite movie ever, Die Hard, which I watch on a literal monthly basis.
No, it's Die Hard with a Vengeance. See?
Oh.
Oh, Rose.
Live free, live free, and Die Hard.
Wait, so we all have
Yeah,
one
look
right?
at
Yeah,
Yeah?
you guys are all at one point.
Oh, shit.
Sure. Okay.
All right. That's another easy one. Gore.
Chris counts as 2 because he got it right and then had to fix it.
Gore. What is the name of the Hobbit that was played by Elijah Wood?
Jimmy!
Grendel.
Jimmy!
Yeah, no, it's Frodo.
All right.
Bilbo
Fucking
Baggins.
foreskin.
I don't get some of these questions. It's just dumb.
Foreskin Baggins.
Kyle,
Yeah.
which actress plays Katniss Everdeen?
Jennifer Lawrence.
There you go.
Think about that for a second.
Casey, Judy Garland started in which classic movie?
She has plenty
And-
of
a lot of
classic
classic
Yeah,
movies.
I was trying to figure out a way
It's
to like
Wizard
make.
of Oz. What are
Yeah.
you even doing? It's like, why would
Wow,
you?
hold on.
No,
Oh, okay,
he
so
knows
you-
what it is.
He
What the
knows
fuck
what
are
it
we even
is.
doing? It's just
All right.
Sound of
Alright.
Music?
Fuck.
222. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Maybe this score. What's the name of the kingdom in where the 2013 anime movie Frozen is set?
Oof.
Oh, shit.
wow.
Wow.
All right, you guys
Oh,
laughing
that
now, huh?
Citadel.
Yeah, the Citadel.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Wait, hold on.
Ice Town.
No, I don't think it's an ice pun. I think it's like just like like it has like a fucking kingdom-y name. It's like the kingdom of bullshit.
You're gonna laugh because listen to this. And then Kyle's next one is the fucking easiest goddamn question on the planet.
I mean, I guess if I gave a shit about Frozen, if I was a 12-year-old girl, I'd probably like, it's Steph! Yay, I get a gold star now, mommy? But I'm not. Yeah, Goobu Gaba. That's what 12-year-old fucking girls say.
You have a guess score?
I don't know why I was doing that voice. That's not what. I don't.
Sorry, Corn.
Pleasantville.
Tinseltown.
No,
Right,
it's like
give me a guess.
it's like Astoria or something like that. It has like
No.
a at the end or something like that. I know
Alright,
it's not that.
Kyle.
I don't fucking know. I didn't watch the movie.
All right, Casey, you have a guess?
No, I don't got a guess.
It's Arendelle.
Aaron, see, that's what I was gonna say.
All right, here's a super hard question, Kyle. In 1997 science fiction movie with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones tells the story of what? Oh no, sorry. What's the movie called?
What's the movie name?
I'm not gonna read the giant paragraph.
I think having him give the plot would be more difficult.
Yeah.
This movie stars Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. What's my social security number?
Men in Black.
Cool. All right, Casey.
Thank you for wasting our time.
Which English actor won the 2014 Academy Award for Best Actor in his role in The Theory of Everything?
Oh, you shouldn't even have said the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't.
I didn't think it'd help him.
I know.
I know.
It's Kyle's favorite actor.
Yeah.
It wasn't Eddie Redmayne, was it?
It was.
Was it? I couldn't remember if it was that year or the year after.
Yeah, he was in.
All right, Gore, this is fucking tough. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
In which 1984 science fiction movie did Linda Hamilton play the role of Sarah Connor?
You don't say the character's name.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta spin out off the top of my head. I'm not. I'm
Some
getting
of
through
them
it.
you have to. Like,
Yeah,
Linda
I know. I'm
Hamilton's
getting through
Charlotte,
it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Terminator. I'm sorry, the Terminator.
All right, Kyle.
Right?
Which classic thriller movie stars Roy Scheider?
Scheider.
I wonder what it could be my favorite movie of all time. Could it?
Oh, fucking.
I don't know,
She didn't fucking finish it. It's Jaws.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Casey. In 1952, which 1952 musical comedy tells the story of three performers making the transition from silent movies to talkies?
Fuck.
I'll read it again because I spoke really stupidly. Stupid dumb idiot.
No, I'm drawing a blank on that movie.
All right. You want to pass or you want to give a guess?
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right, Gore.
Gore doesn't know it. I know it.
What is it? Wait, say it again.
Which 1952 musical comedy tells the story of three performers making the transition from silent movies to talkies?
With 1952.
Yeah.
I wasn't born then.
Hey, you were? You were like fucking 17.
Yeah, I was in my 50s.
I forgot I was 17.
Can't think of what it
You
is.
can pass it, Gore.
I'm like the fucking. Can't think of the title. It's like it's like
Pass it off, Gore. Come on.
It's like
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, Kyle.
Just singing in the rain, singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I've seen that movie like 500 fucking
I've
times.
seen that movie too. I don't remember that.
That's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah, I guess it is the plot of the movie. I was thinking like The Artist. Like, you know how The Artist, the movie itself, he transitions? Okay.
Chris.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Which English director was responsible for Gladiator?
Responsible.
Responsible.
Lots of
Jesus, who did this?
English director, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who it is.
Real English or British English?
Wait, did you say
Gladiator? The Gladiator movie from 2000? That won the Best Picture for 2001? Ridley Scott.
All right, Kyle. Fuck, these are dumb. In which movie did Julia Roberts play a kind-hearted prostitute?
Kyle,
you want to pass it?
I know it.
No.
No?
Wait, are you seriously struggling with this one?
I don't know. This is like this is a garbage fucking movie.
Julia Roberts plays a prostitute. Hold on.
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
I'm not looking at.
He's not.
Think of like one of the most popular like 90s rom-com fucking dumbass movies. Pretty sure it was 90s. I don't remember actually. Maybe
Reality Bites. I don't.
All right,
fucking
Casey.
Pretty Woman.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty well.
I've never seen that movie.
Richard Gere. He hires the prostitute and they fall in love.
All right, here's a hard one, Casey. Who played Jack Dawson in Titanic?
He wins it.
It's Leonardo the Turtle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
The Revenant.
This is a dumb fucking trivia game.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
my
got
turn?
some of the questions are fucking.
Even normies would get this shit, man.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
when you got the wrong one,
Normies get the obvious ones. There we go.
Which Tom Hanks movie won Academy Award in 1984?
1940.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before 19.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was
Which
the
Tom
what was-
Hanks
what was the
movie
year?
won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1994?
Forrest Gump.
1994. For fuck's sake.
All right, here's the fucking here's the one that I saw when I was scrolling through it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. All right, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Who directed Schindler's List?
I don't know.
Ready Player One.
Could it be one Stevan Spielberg?
No, it's not Steven Spielberg. He's a fucking idiot.
All right, now here's an equally easy one, Casey. Who was the first African American actor to win an Academy Award for Best Actor?
Oh, I know this one. Actually, I know this one. I think I do.
I know it.
I don't off the top of my head. Fuck.
I think I know. I think I do.
Like how you raise your hand.
I think I know it, but yeah, I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
God,
Actually, it could be two people.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
See, it's
too.
like, hey, this like the last one was like, okay, that's fucking easy, and this one you're like, huh?
yeah. Was it you said for best actor?
Yes.
Shit. I'm probably wrong, but I think was it Denzel Washington?
No.
Okay.
Chris.
Was it Sidney Poitier?
Fuck!
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it, you fuck.
You fuck.
Good piece of. All right, that's trivia.
Right, I fuck.
Kyle won.
I'd be really sad if Denzel Washington won. They're like he was like the first one.
Oh yeah, if he was the
They're really
first.
upset.
No, it just
Really
in general.
Driving
he
Miss
wanted
Daisy.
that.
Yeah. I love that.
All right, and the final score is Kyle at 7, Chris at 6, Casey at 5.
Yeah, baby, give me those easy points.
I got easier ones.
Yeah.
Well, it took some years.
Kyle got the most.
He also got the first one completely wrong. Embarrassing.
Doc have a point actually for that. So
Yeah. All right.
Wait,
Tie.
what?
congratulations,
You got 6
Chris
and I got
and
5.
Kyle for tying.
Fuck you.
Thanks.
Doc shit. You fucked up on that one.
No, I didn't.
No, Adrian did.
You didn't fuck up. You did. Anyway.
He asked to be clarified, and you clarified for me. So you know.
Yeah. So that's interference. So.
That should be 2 points off.
Hey, yeah, actually, that should be.
Now you're arguing with the ref. You know what? You're down to 5.
You're disqualified.
Yes.
You're disqualified.
Congratulations for winning the
You
game.
lost.
Yeah. I want your title and I want your belt right now.
He wants your life too.
I want your life. Give me it.
Well,
I'll be
8
taking it in
days.
about a week. So.
Days.
Yep.
That's
Days away.
podcast.
from-
Goodbye.
8 days till Kyle dies.
Kyle's gonna
Till we
die.
Find out he was a pussy.
Not let me in.